You could leave a comment and tell me I'm wrong, but you're never going to change my mind because John Cena did, in fact, give up. John Cena tapped out. And quite frankly, it was the best decision they could have ever made. Saturday night's main event has drawn so many different opinions on social media, but I see so many more overwhelming responses. I see a lot of people cheering for AEW when Triple H is doing the post show. I see people going absolutely crazy and berserk because WWE and Triple H made the decision for John Cena to tap out, and I just don't get it. I honestly don't get it. But the thing is, I don't really care because I'm actually very pleased with the outcome. In fact, I think this is the right outcome. It is the best outcome that WWE could have potentially had, and I'm going to explain why. I may or may not change your mind, and whether I do or not doesn't really matter. But for me, as a consumer, as somebody who has Peacock and I pay for all these WWE services to watch their product, I actually am happy with the result I got. Let's just be real. Gunther and John Cena, there's a couple of things that you need to take away from this match. One, was it the most exciting match to watch from a pure wrestling standpoint? Honestly, no. I can argue that the match was decent. But the finish, in my opinion, was exactly what it should be. Now, I know a lot of people are going to talk about this, and they're going to just say so many things about John Cena says never give up. Now he's the one tapping out. Yeah, man, he's calling it a career. John Cena is calling it a career. John Cena is done with WWE. He's not showing up in AEW, bro. He's not going to another wrestling company. Tapping out is a signal. It's a sign that he is truly done with professional wrestling. And there seems to be a lot of people who think that's not the case. There seems to be a lot of people who just are conspiracy theorizing that John Cena will show up again and wrestle again. It's not happening. It will not happen ever again. That's why John Cena tapped out. For 20 years, John Cena tells you never give up, and here he goes. He's smiling, and he gives up. That's poetic. That is a very good close the curtain moment on a illustrious career. Now, there seems to be a huge conversation on social media that I really want to chime into, which is this retirement is making Sting's retirement look even better. This is not apples to apples comparisons. I think very highly of Sting. I think Sting and his entire run in AEW was excellent. There's not much I would ever disagree with regarding his run in AEW, let alone his retirement match. Sting went out on top, which is completely fine. But John Cena is truly an icon in professional wrestling. And beating John Cena actually means something. And for John Cena to lose against the biggest villain that WWE is trying to create here, the biggest heel, I think it's okay. And I put it out on a tweet. I put it out on a community post on YouTube. I said it. Nothing better than Cena tapping out to end the career. Everything was so poetic about that finish. If you're mad about it, you're supposed to be. That is the point. And for once, in this movie, your superhero dies. It's incredible. And I do mean that. I really do mean that. You have Gunther getting heat, and then you got people on social media saying, well, no, he's not. No, he is. Like, he's getting booed. He walks out of the arena, and people are chanting, F you, Gunther. I mean, this is a very, very big moment in professional wrestling. He is the heel. He is the villain. You can't really argue against that. By the way, Gunther is a favorite of the IWC. But now all of a sudden, people have been very, very anti against this. The problem is, I think everybody just wants to hate on everything that is happening on TV. And the reality is you have to actually think and use logic and apply it to what you're watching. So let's go down through the logic of John Cena giving up. For 20 years, he's told you never give up. You're a superhero. You're the guy that you guys all worship, smiled on his face and tapped out. I think that is far greater than him being choked out, unresponsive. It is far better for him to give up. And the reason why I think that is such a great idea is because you want the heat to go on to Gunther. You want people to be mad. This is a retirement tour. Your favorite wrestler is done. If you want to focus on the future of the business, you don't have Gunther win and you don't have him tap out on John Cena. But you are closing the book on John Cena. You cannot get any better than that. That's why, to me, this is the best possible outcome. This is why I think this is best for business. Even on commentary, professional wrestling beat sports entertainment. For all of you guys on the internet who say WWE is sports entertainment, they just killed sports entertainment. When you have girls like Sol Ruka and Bayley, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Leon Slater and Javon Evans, Cody versus Obafemi, and these are all great matches. Maybe there should be an emphasis on WWE finally calling it professional wrestling. And who better to lead that era than Gunther? This is what needed to be done. I'm just being honest. Honestly, if John Cena was pinned, it would have fell flat. If John Cena was choked out unconscious, it would have fell flat. The funny thing is, and I really just want to make this point very, very clear to everybody, nobody was going to be happy either way. Just remember that. That's why you can't debate me on this. That's why you can leave a comment and tell me I'm wrong. I will disagree with you. You will find a way to be upset. And naturally so. Your favorite wrestler just retired. You're going to be upset regardless because he's really done. And I think the big thing that nobody seems to be talking about is the fact that John Cena has literally told us he is actually done. People do not accept it. People don't want to accept it. You have people leaving comments on my videos saying he's going to AEW. He'll be back in 4 years. No. John Cena's done wrestling. He's officially done. The curtain has closed. And that's why it was perfect. Yes, people are going to boo Triple H. People are going to have a million examples of as to why I'm wrong. And they're going to say it has nothing to do with him giving up or it has everything to do with him saying never give up and then giving up. People are going to find the irony in it. People will look for a million excuses to justify this, but the problem is you can't actually justify against it. It's over. It's an actual book that's over. It's not a chapter of the book. It is the book. The book of professional wrestling has been closed. The guy is done. You want it so badly to not be over, so you will find ways to justify it and make yourself feel better about it. You cannot do that in this particular case, and John Cena has warned you guys that. This is something to me that I feel if they did anything differently, everybody would still be mad. And that's okay. You're supposed to be mad. Oh, it's not heat for Gunther. Yes, it is. It is. And by the way, I think the most obvious point as to why this is such a good thing, everybody already knows. You go out on your back. You go out and put over the future. And when people retire and they have these retirement matches and they don't do that, nobody really bats an eye. But John Cena does it and everybody has a problem with it. But John Cena, especially what? When he feuded with Elias, AJ Styles, Bray Wyatt. There's so many, right? In recent years, Austin Theory. What was this guy doing? What was his value? Big name, helping other superstars. That's it. This guy gave back to the business. The chapter's closed. This is best for business. Go argue with your mom, not me. Peace.